Testing, testing. All right, looks like we're good. What's up, everybody? My name is Brian. I'm a software developer based out of Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Today I'm going to, well, first off, I guess I'm live every Thursdays right around this time, right around 12:30. So if you're interested in, just general web developer content, come hang out. Most of the time I do some work on things that relate to my community, fullstack.chat. So that's more of what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be kind of overhauling the design of the website using Tailwind. One of the community members, Diamond, is his name. He is really big into Tailwind, really likes it, convinced me to, try it out on the site. And, I'm not necessarily sold on it, but it seems cool. I mean, it's fine. I got no problems with it. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and merge his changes into what is currently on the site, and try and get a little bit of a newer look going on. So yeah, the site's all built with Vue. It's using a framework called Gridsome, which is a static site generator that's based off of the Vue.js front-end framework library, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you what we're looking at so far. Save that. That was from something else. I don't need that open. Okay. So here is, actually, I guess I can go to the existing site right now. Fullstack.chat is the actual public site. So this is all built in. Oh, I got a really weird effect going on behind these guys. I think that might just be my session. Anyway, so this is the site. It's all Gridsome. There is no Tailwind. I did use Bootstrap for some of the layout elements of it. It's pretty straightforward and clean. There's nothing really major going on here. Like, this is one giant flex box. This guy's a giant flex box. This is as well. Pretty much everything in here is all using flex boxes or Bootstrap's grid system in order to make this all doable. Oh, and full disclaimer, I set up a new camera today, so if things start glitching out, hopefully we can catch it in time, but if not, then we might run into some camera issues, so we'll see. But anyway, here is the version that's kind of in a intermediary step. So this is what Diamond threw together. You can see it's pretty standard for a lot of Tailwind websites, I think, with these cards like this, and I really like this. A lot of what I want to pull in is a lot of like this card layout kind of a thing. We're going to update the bot logo because we redid the bot not too long ago, so that's gonna be. We're gonna go live with that. What's going on here? All right, nah, never mind. Forget it. So yeah, this is going to be kind of the gist of it. So we're going to try and basically pull this into this kind of theming, and then the background I'm going to get rid of. It's really hard to see, but there's a very, very subtle green tint to the background, and I don't like that. I want to get rid of it and make it go just straight gray, and I'm probably going to get rid of the background up on this Navbar here, and light and dark mode is probably something that's going to come later. So anyway, what I'm going to start by doing is, I guess we'll start with the Navbar. I'm going to customize this component. The Navbar is its own component, so if I go into VS Code is where we'll be working with. Inside of components, I got this Navbar guy here, and this is its own component, but I also want to I want to get rid of this. Basically, there's a prop on the Navbar component that lets me hide this title here, which on the main page I don't want because fullstack.chat is kind of front and center. There's no real need for it, in my opinion. All right, so let's scroll down here and I got to find out what the name of that prop is. So is menu, not is menu open, not dark. Ah, my prop is gone. I'm going to do hide logo. No. Yeah, my props are gone. I'm going to add a prop in here. Prop, I guess props, open up a new object. And these are going to be properties that we can pass into this specific view component. What's up, Diamond? How are you today, man? I was just talking about you. I don't know if you caught all that. So, hide title. I guess we'll make that to Boolean on the prop. Let's see. Let's scroll back up here. And then I'm basically just this link I need to hide. So we'll do vif equals not hide menu. Because if hide menu, or hide, what did I say that? Hide title. Hide title. There you go. Thank you, IntelliSense. Yeah, so hide title, if that's set to true, basically we're not gonna display that. So let's go ahead and update that home layout and get that set up. Is logo hidden? Hide logo. Oh, that is too. Nav. Okay, so looks like this was here before. Let's go ahead and update this. and make it consistent. Wonder who wrote that theme changer code. Yeah, don't worry, I gave you all the credit. You can look in the description. I put your name in the description. Yeah, I basically said you wrote most of this code, and I'm just tweaking it to kind of get it integrated into the current site. Okay, so hide logos. So that's all done on the layout itself. Let's see. Okay, so that didn't change anything. Let's take a look at the index and find out if I'm using that, if I have that set on the index.view page. Yeah, hide logo is set, so that should come back and work fine. Let's refresh this. Oh, I don't have it running. I don't think I do. Yep, I don't have it running. So let's do netlify dev, because this is hosted in netlify, so all the environment variables and everything is being pulled down there. Localhost 80. So let's refresh this here. Ooh, it says not found. What's going on here? This is a new issue. Unable to determine public folder where... Set up a netlify toml file with a dev section to specify your dev server settings. Interesting. You know, we don't need to use netlify for this particular part. Let's do npm run dev, which is going to just use the regular grids. Oh, here we go. Hold on. cd site. I was in the wrong place. Now let's do netlify dev. So what this is going to do is it's going to build the gridsome website, create that whole dev environment, but also fire up all the functions, because one of the things I plan on doing today is getting the profiles layout for the me page all set up and ready to go. And I think most of those changes should be merged in with this branch. I might have to merge them in, if anything. But okay, let's try this again. Let's refresh. And okay, it opened up a new page. We're going to work within the same tab. Okay, so that logo is now hidden. Diamond, I'm also going to get rid of that background color because I want it to be transparent, at least for now. I'm not saying we can't go back and redo some of this stuff, but BG whites. What if I just get rid of all these? I do like the text white guy. I'm going to leave that. BG gray 700. I don't know. I know these are different colors that correspond to different Tailwind styles. BG color. We're going to be using the Tailwind docs a lot throughout this because I don't know. I guess we could do BG transparent, though I don't know that it even needs to be set. Yeah, see, these all kind of have a bluish tint to them, and I really didn't want to. I want them to be really just like regular old gray. BG Gray 400, is that what's set? Let's try BG Gray 400. That looks like that bluish tint isn't as prominent in there. Oh, that's a lot lighter than I wanted to. I want darker. BG Gray 900. Let's go with... actually, no, I lied. I lied. I want the Navbar to be transparent. Yeah. Let's just I'm going to get rid of all the BG colors. There we go. I do like this hover effect. That's really nice. I'm leaving that. And for the time being, I know you're probably going to kill me for this, but I am going to hide the toggle theme stuff. Only because I would like to play around with the colors a little bit more before we put this back in. I'm not even going to remove the code. I'm just going to comment it out for the time being. All right, cool. So that looks a little closer to what the website looks like currently. I want to bring this in a little bit. So what I was thinking we might be able to do is using the inside of index.view. So what I'm doing is I'm using a width of 8 out of 12. I'm going to try and change this, or I'm using 4 out of 12 and 6 out of 12. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that, I'm going to bring this down to 3, and I'll put this down to 6. Okay, so that did bring it closer together the way that I think it looks nicer when it's a little closer together. Okay, so now what I want to do is I like this. That's like from the original site, but I want to bring in these cards here. So Diamond, so you know, when I was working on this earlier, I got all your code is in index.2 so we can reference it. And I want to see what these cards look like. So I'm going to bring that line back together like that. Control J is the command you can use if you highlight a bunch of lines in VS Code and Control J it, or maybe it's Command J on a Mac, it will bring them in. Face is a lot darker than, I'm looking at my live stream right now. Face is a lot darker than I'm used to seeing it, but that's okay. I might just have to crank the lights up. Okay, so let's copy. So this info section. Okay, so let's copy this over into our info section here, and I'm gonna copy my little smiley face. I like my smiley faces here. And whether you're a seasoned expert or just getting started, all that text is pretty much the same, so I don't think we need to change much about that. Let's save that and see what it looks like on the site itself. Okay, yeah, I like the way that this spacing and the way this card looks a lot. I just want to make it look a little closer to this, like right here. All right, so we're gonna get rid of all the backgrounds for the time being. I have a lot to learn about Tailwind, so okay, that looks a little bit nicer. This bluish color here, I kind of like that. I want to leave that. And I have an image, but I want to put my little card components back in here that I have these chat bubbles that I made. Alright, that doesn't look bad, but it's a little too wide in my opinion. Not a 2. We can make this MD order first or order last. So I kind of like that. Let's see. So if I bring this in, yeah, it moves them over to the right. That's pretty neat. Oh no, that looks good, just like the way it is. I like that. I just want to center those. I think spacing wise, they're probably fine. I just want to center them and add some padding. So is it text justify center and align center or item center? Let's take a look at this div tag and see what it looks like in the inspector tools. Okay, so here's that guy, and it's just these 3 that are in here. I probably need to add another div here in order to kind of separate it out. Class equals... let's just put a div there like that. Is this a flex? It's not a flex. So I'm going to make that a flex. Actually, you know what? If I make this a flex, I don't even think I need to do that. Okay, so I gotta do flex. I gotta do column. Flex col, I think, is it? Okay, flex col is good. Let's do inside of these chat bubbles. I'm actually gonna go into the chat bubble component that I have, and I'm gonna set the width to 100%. Okay, so now the width looks a little bit nicer. And let's add some padding inside of that on the left and right hand side. So inside of here, do we have a P, MDPX0? Let's get rid of the MD one. Maybe we'll just leave a PX6 there. Okay. I think this guy right here, and Diamond, you're probably going to have to let me know. I think we can do some of this in the config. I'll probably need your help with that when we get to it. But what I think I can do... hush. You're trying to call me. But I'm going to make this color that... Let's see here. Let's bring this in a little bit better. I don't want to make it that big. Because yours is a lot smaller. How did you get this to be a little bit smaller as opposed to being so wide like it seems to be on my version of this? If you're still there. Might darken this up a little bit. BG Gray 800. Let's change this to BG Gray 900 and see what this looks like. See, it still has a bluish hue to it, and I'm not sure I really like that. I don't want to mess with that too much, but I do want to... I'm going to get rid of this default background color. I for sure want to change that. Where do we have that set? Oh, it's the million-dollar question. Background color, here we go. I don't have the color picker tool in here. No, not that. There is a really nice one. There you go. This is the one. This color picker by Anseki is actually a really, really neat plugin. Diamond says probably the way I did with the containers. I think each container has LGPX12. Ah, okay. That might actually be something I want to add to all my containers too. Let's check here. Section, is this whole thing in a container? PX6PY. It looks like well, that's the header. Let's get rid of that. I don't see a container here. But that's okay. We'll add it. We'll figure it out. Chat bubble is good. That seems to look a little bit nicer. Maybe we do make that a little bit. Maybe we increase the padding on that. PX6, let's do PX8, I think, is that one? Brought it in a little bit. 16? Yeah, that looks nice. I like the padding on that. All right, let's try and bring these things a little bit closer together. LG, so you got LGPY24, so we got to do, let's do LGPX24 too. I'm still learning some of this Tailwind stuff, but from what I gather, this is the large breakpoint on media. If you've ever dealt with responsive CSS, the media screen is set based on however wide the screen is. So there are various breakpoints when you start shrinking the screen down, and you can actually see this like even on the main site right now. Like this is fullstack.chat. Now watch when I start shrinking this in, you'll see like the layout of the thing. See how it just changed right there. And it changed right there again, and then finally it changes all the way. Those are the different breakpoints that are hit when you're zooming in and out. Hey Zach, what's up, man? How are you today? Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, we doing view. We're always doing view. We ain't about that React up in this channel. Okay, so this looks pretty good. I really kind of want to tweak this so this doesn't have that bluish tint to it, but I can do that a little bit later, and I want to try and bring this in. So, okay, anyway, LG, that sets the breakpoint. PX and Diamond is the one that actually was walking me through this on Tuesday. So every Tuesday inside of the fullstack.chat community, we have a kind of just a live hangout for about an hour right around noon. And I was starting to look into some of this stuff, so this way I was a little prepared for today to do this. And he explained to me that this is padding on the x-axis and 24 of these different values here. So if we go into, and I've been playing around with this, why I've seen this. So there's all these different like kind of default classes that are available, and based on the number that's at the end, it sets certain attributes, I suppose. Is probably a good way to describe it. So like if I go to, watch this, if I go to padding, and we select padding in the documentation, you can see there is the P hyphen whatever, right? So P24 adds a 6 REM padding on, if I just did P24, it would do all of them, but since we're doing the certain axes, I don't know, axi, 24, yeah, so this is the x-axis. So let's set the 24 and see what this guy looks like. It didn't seem to do anything. I guess I could just set this to P24. But we might, I don't know if we're in the large breakpoint, so that might be part of the issue. Let's just get rid of LG and just do P24. Maybe we need to add more. PY. Not 7. Let's see, 24. Let's bump up to like 40, see what that looks like. Zach says, great, thanks. Tuning in while I'm at work. That is cool. That is cool. I don't even know what you do for a living. If you're so inclined, feel free to drop that in the comments. I know Zach is actually in the boot camp that I'm helping assist with launch code. He's one of the sharper ones that I've seen there. Everyone there is great, but there are always certain individuals that kind of stand out. So, I mean, keep up what you're doing, Zach. Okay. Get back to this. So I'll do PY. No, this one was PY. LG was PY. And we're going to do PX on the x-axis. Let's kick this up to 40 and just see if we're getting any kind of change in here. So it seems as though we might have hit something of maybe a limit somehow. Because it's adding that 10 REM to the outside and inside. Let's just crank this guy up and see what it does. Padding left. Okay, so it is doing something as I increase in the padding. All right, and now let's see what other options we have here. So we're at, on 40, we're at rem 10. Let's go to 80, which is rem 20. That might look nice, I'm thinking. General manager of a restaurant. Oh, overseeing a restaurant and watching people code. That's pretty awesome, man. I don't know. I don't even know that I could do that. That might distract the hell out of me. All right, let's refresh this. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Why aren't we refreshing? I don't know what's going on here. Diamond says close DevTools. Ah, that was a good point, actually. Whoa. It's not what I was expecting. Dark BG white. Let me get rid of BG. I'm gonna go straight BG gray. Office work at the moment. Yeah, that's good. This whole light mode, dark mode thing is gonna kind of... Whoa! Sorry about that noise. Hey, Diamond, in the Tailwind config, is there a way that you can set the defaults? Can you default it to dark mode by chance? If you know, throw it in the comments. I wouldn't mind the assist there. Because I still want to maintain all the logic for light mode, dark mode. I like everything that's been put in here. I mean, I just wanted to like tweak it and fully test it before we publish this thing out. Because I was hoping to get this pushed out today. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of the code that I wrote for this whole thing. Friendly place, yada yada. Yeah, let's scrap that. And I'm going to copy all this and we're going to bring it down to the next section. So this is the bot section. And I'm going to... Bot section. I guess I can Google it too. Let's Google some Tailwind. Tailwind config default dark mode. Media, stacking other variants. I don't see a way to default this. Toggling manually. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Document.element.classlist. Okay, so it looks like this is the logic that sets... We can use a local storage. I don't know if that local storage was set up. I guess I could check. So let's head back into our version here, and let's go into local storage. Yeah, I'm betting you're right, because it looks like I might have still been in the medium breakpoint. Security, local storage. Okay, so it looks like we might need to add some of that logic in there to save. I did have the theme set to dark on my machine, but I want to default it to everybody. I guess let me see with document.element.classlist add dark. Okay, you know what? This is fine. I'm just going to throw this in the created hook. And for, let's see, inside of the layout, we'll just throw this in the created hook. So, document.classlist, let's try that. Save that. And, okay, cool. So that's going to default it for everybody. So it doesn't matter, yeah. I think we're going to have to set up some kind of method for local storage to be able to see that too. But that's okay for now. Okay, so now everybody gets dark mode by default. Let's see here. So I've got my second one of these blocks going on here. The logic's in nav. Let me check. To save and everything all too? I'm wondering if because I'm in dev mode. Let's see. Local storage, class list. Yeah, okay. Maybe refreshing. Maybe it didn't save in a local storage for whatever reason after I refresh something. We'll definitely we'll make sure this all works. Okay. Let's get this bot stuff in here. Div. Let's get rid of all that stuff here. We're going to paste this inside of here. It's an H2, so I think we need to pump that up to an H2. Make those guys match. And let's get rid of all this stuff here. And we're going to replace this with Walter. Because our bot's name is now Walter. And actually, we probably should change this link. This link is totally wrong. Let's grab another one. Let's go to fsc.bot. Actually, I'm just going to put the main core repository in here because it's not in a separate repo now. So there we go. So we fixed that. That's no longer FSC help. It's W help, of which I don't even know works, to be honest. Walter, and I'm going to move the bot image up in here. So instead of the chat bubble, I guess we actually have to reverse these guys. Let's move this. So this way we have the text first. I like the alternating back and forth kind of a thing going on. Like that. Okay, the card looks fine, but the image is gone. The image is way down here. That's interesting. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, I've got two of them, that's why. So we'll get rid of that guy. Now it's gone, but my image is gone. Why is my image gone? Yeah, I definitely need to tweak all this stuff to be more responsive and look a little bit nicer in that from that area. Strange that that got smaller now too. That's an H2 and that's an H2. Oh, you've got all this stuff here. So what I've actually been doing instead is I've been trying to slowly move these into the default guy here. So we've got like H1, so I could do, let's see, H2, and then what I've figured out is if you use this add apply, we can add these different Tailwind modifiers into the class itself, so I don't have to do that on every single H something tag. And we'll add importance so it overrides the Tailwind defaults and refresh that. They're even now, but I don't know. Well, that's fine for now. All right, now we got to get Walter's image back. Oh, you know what's interesting is why is that still on the right? Oh, this MD order first, I'm guessing has something to do with it. So maybe this does need to go up here. Is the image even showing up is the million-dollar question now. So that's that side. There's bot logo container. Bot logo transparent. Is this even here? It's there. Why is it transparent? Why am I not able to see it? I'm gonna just throw a regular old div tag in here. Get rid of all the Tailwind classes and make sure that's not screwing me up. And we'll comment this guy up. Save that. No, still nothing. Okay, let's go back to where we were before. Flex and flex col I don't need. Actually, yeah, I guess I do. Flex I would need because I want to center the icon, but that I don't. And I still have to figure out why this is not being displayed. A bot logo anywhere, though. No. Nowhere. It's all gone. So position was absolute. I think I think the outer div, the position's gotta be relative. Does Tailwind have a class for that is the question now. I need to turn off that ding. Actually, can I do that from inside of here? I'm working inside of a virtual machine right now. Change the volume down to nothing. There's nothing in here that really needs to get out, so hopefully that'll fix that. So I guess if I just do relative, it looks like that's what does the position. So setting max width to 100% breaks it. Breaks that. Which means that this has got to be... Yeah, this bot logo container does not have any size. Okay, so let's go to... Thank you, Zach, for letting me know. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to see if it's actually back. My cat? Okay. Yeah, I'm back. So, I set up a DSLR for doing this now, of which the camera quality looks really nice. The problem is, I think after 30 minutes or so, the shutter turns off because it doesn't think it's actually doing anything. So apparently there's some custom firmware I can install on this camera that will like kind of remove that logic so it doesn't auto shut off. I just didn't get a chance to do that yet. No, that's cool. Thank you, for Zach and Diamond, both of you. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it because I'm not paying attention. I actually have my script, like my stream. I'm watching it over here just to make sure everything's going okay, and I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, so let's try and get this fixed, and then let's get these things put into the similar cards, and then this guy. I think we're almost to the point where I think I'm gonna be done for the day, so that's good. All right, so inside of my bot image component, bot logo container. So for some reason this has no size, so we'll do min. Can I just do width auto? Important maybe. Wasn't sure if that would work. So bot container. I guess I could do width 100%. Important. Auto important. No, that didn't work. Okay, let's do width 100%. There we go. That looks a little bit nicer. Good old Walter is a little bit on the smaller side. It's not even really Walter anymore. Okay, so we'll set the width to 100%. That'll work fine. Are you trying to stack them? No, I'm just trying to get it to display. So it looks like Tailwind set a max width on the images, on all images itself, to 100%. And because I did not have a width set on the bot logo container, it had no width. Therefore, the image was there. It had no width. All right, I'm gonna refresh this and see if it still shows up, and then we're gonna get rid of that padding so it looks a little bit nicer. we don't want it to be that small. So let's go and get rid of that padding on here. So px16, we don't need that. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot nicer. I dig that. All right, and then last but not least for this guy. Ready for this? Walter, let's see. No, not template. Static, assets, images, Walter full outlined. Yeah, there we go. We got a real Walter up in here now. I don't know why it's all nasty looking like that. Bot logo container. We're gonna flex that guy. And I guess I can do it all from here. So flex, justify, center, item, center. It doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like that? Center, center. Why isn't that centered? Positions relative. Oh, left, top and left are 0. Let's get rid of that. Let me see what that does. There we go. Shrink this guy in. Make sure that it. I don't care for it to stack quite yet. All right, it seems to stack okay. I like that. I want to alternate these a little ways down the road. I'm not worried about that. All right, and then I'm going to make each individual one of these a card just like this. All right, so let's go into default, no, index. And I think I could probably just copy off some of these guys. So like dark BG white, dark BG gray. Let's just apply these styles into these little div tags here. Okay, so that applied to the full thing. Okay, I see something, but we're still getting card. Oh, it's in card. Okay, so we got to go down to card. So let's head into our card component here, and let's apply these styles to this guy. BG white, and we'll get rid of, I guess we'll get rid of all the CSS. Okay, it seems to be transparent now for some reason. The text is still white, but the background's transparent. Right-click and inspect these and see what's going on here. Maybe it needs to be on this. There we go. Okay, so we got that color down. I'm gonna get rid of that border. I don't want that border there no more. Border 2. Looks a little bit nicer. I think there's a little bit of shadow going on inside of one of these two. LG shadow. Let's go to the one I've been working on just because I know what's going on here. I can live with that. And now let's address this guy right here. I want this whole container to actually only be maybe half width. So, all right, so our other activities seems to be fixed. Okay, we don't need the card anymore, although we probably could move all of these different cards into the components here. But that will be a mission for another time. Okay, so this is a container. Flex. Yeah, well, no, the inside doesn't need to be a flex column. Yeah, I guess it does. We're going to make another flex call. I'm going to say width. How do I do width again? W1 out of 2. Let's move this stuff up into here. Get rid of flex and flex call, so it's only on this. Okay, looks a little bit better. Now let's do... Hold on a second. I might still need to flex this, actually. So align center, or item center. Justify center, items center. There we go. I think that looks nicer. Tossing this out. Do I leave this like dark looking guy here because it does look different? I really do like this. You know what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna come. I like to come say hello. Yeah, I like come say hello better than join the conversation. Definitely like that. Come say hello. All right, I think what we're going to do is this is fine for now. What's up, Cheese? How you doing, man? I think this is okay for now. I like this idea, this card here, but what I think I want to do is I want to set up the rules inside of a dialogue. So when they say, you know, join, they'll have to they'll still have to scroll through the rules and read them and then agree to join. But the rest of this I'm kind of happy with. Walter's got a little bit of a float going on. I want to get rid of... I want to change this background color and make it just more of a generic gray, I think. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I do like these blue cards, because what... there's a lot of people who haven't seen yet. I don't know if I'm in a position where I can show this right now. But we have a new logo for fullstack.chat. I don't have it open on this machine right now, and I don't want to go start digging through my stuff to find it. But we've got a new logo. And this blue here is actually pretty similar to the blue that's on the logo itself. Yeah, so I think this actually might end up staying. But I'm going to get rid of this greenish background color. I'm about to Diamond, thanks. Cheese, I'm good. Diamond, I will be looking at the responsiveness, and we'll be tweaking the styles out here before I publish this and merge it into the main repository. Because I haven't looked at any of the responsiveness quite yet, and I know that still needs to be addressed. What was I going to do? I totally lost my train of thought. Background color. I like totally spaced for a little bit there. Let's go to default.view. Here's our background color. Something's going on with... that extension's not even working. Let's just pull up a color picker on the internet. Actually, I think I could paste this into Google and it'll give me a color picker, won't it? Yeah, there it is. Oh, it's a bluish. I thought it was more of a greenish. Let's just move it all the way over here. Raise it up a little bit. Yeah, we could do like 12, 12, 12. That looks good. Wait a second. I think that's the same background I have on rules. That means it's going to like kind of blend in. No, I just have an RGBA. What's going on there? Okay, so let's just replace default. We'll place this with 12, 12, 12. Save that. Maybe it still would look good with a little bit of blueness to it. I do like this background color. I'm just really worried once the real logo goes on there what it's going to look like. I guess the header here can still be dark, though. I think we're going to tackle that next time. This can still be that... this can still be a dark color like this, and we'll address this at some future point. Here, let's just tweak it and tweak it just a little bit. It might blend better. It's got a little more blue going on. I don't know why it looks kind of greenish to me though. That's maybe we could do something like that. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's actually looking a little bit better. I'm gonna bring this a little more into blue territory. That might be why, because I think I'm kind of going teal right now. Okay, I like this. This dark, this bluish going on. Okay, I'm happy with that. We're leaving that. Okay, I think this site is pretty much done. I'm liking what's been done so far. Again, for everyone who's been following along and watching, shout out to Diamond. He did a lot of work on this. This was his kind of proof of concept, so to speak, put together. And all I did was just take a lot of his changes and just merge them into the existing landing page. Oh, shit. I wanted to get to... Let's shrink this in. This needs some work, definitely, on their responsiveness. I'm not going to deal with responsiveness right now, actually. I changed my mind on that. And the reason why I changed my mind is because I want to get this fixed. Actually, you know what? I don't want to get this fixed. I'm almost thinking this whole thing is going to get scrapped and redone. All right, I'm not worried about member profiles right now. Let's add a container in there and just leave things the way it is currently. I might tweak this and make it more of a list view so it doesn't look too messed up. What I really want to do is I want to modify this page, this me page here. This is all sample data. Okay, so I haven't merged the changes in from the other branch. Let's do that now. All right, so I'm going to make, let's see, tweaked main page. Let's leave that like this. Yeah, save all. And did it go? There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch branches here. And let's head to, I'm gonna go master branch. And let's pull this down. Shut up. Okay, so we're already up to date on there. Go back to our Tailwind implementation and git merge master. We have a conflict in where? Package.json. Package lock.json. I'm going to, what are we missing? Fauna service, and how about we just accept both changes and let's fix the spacing we got going on here. Scrolling down, I don't see any errors there. If that's the only issue we had, that we should be fine on that none. Okay, so we're merging master in. So now we should have all of the me stuff. Diamond says I can always go through once you're done and add responsiveness. That would be cool. That would be really neat. I'm probably going to be doing this for probably another 10 or 15 minutes, and I got to get back to work. But yeah, that'd be super helpful. CD sites, npm, no, netlify dev, netlify dev. Okay, I think it started now. 8080/me. I don't see anything. My information's not here, so it's not. It's not. Am I logged in? No, something didn't go right with this whole login thing here. Undefined me. So we're using netlify functions in order to do the whole login process. And what it basically does is it uses the GitHub OAuth in order to... my .env file is missing from here. It's using GitHub's, or... what is it? It's using Discord's OAuth. I gotta come back and pull this guy from here. C-core. Hold on one second, actually. Switch to my secret scene so I don't let any secret stuff come out. Although I don't think this is even an issue. But I like to be on the safer side. Yeah. So what's going on is I have the API base URLs inside of a .env file. There we go. And because I don't have that file inside of, I don't have it stored with the repository, which is best practice. Usually you want your environment variables stored somewhere else. Since I don't have it inside of the repository, when I pulled this fresh into my virtual machine, it didn't have that file, therefore it had no idea how to log in. Okay, back to coding. So let's do netlify dev again and pull up our environment. Okay, so it got all my gridsome environment variables. Get rid of that. Yeah, this site, Diamond, if you don't get time today to do it, that's, I mean, I can't control what you do anyway, but I think if you don't get time to do this today, maybe we can work on it tomorrow together. Okay, so I'm being prompted to log in now. I mean, don't scan this if you got your own Discord, otherwise I'm going to log in as you. I am actually going to go back to handling secrets, so this way I can log in. I'm going to brianmorrison.me, and as any one who takes security seriously knows, you don't... I don't even know what my Discord password is, so I gotta use the password manager to do that. I guess I could have just logged in by scanning the QR code, but no big deal. And I gotta grab my MFA code, because again, security. Discord... Okay, and we're back. Alright, so I've authorized to log in. I'm logged in as me. Okay, now the main thing I really want to do is work on restyling and retooling this. Let's see. Zach's a clapping. I'm not sure what you're clapping at. If you could drop that in the comments, that'd be cool. Alright, let's go back into default. No, we gotta go to the me page. And let's start throwing a bunch of stuff in here. So, me wrapper, me container. I guess I could change this to just container. And that should help. Let's look at this stuff. I'm gonna try and do this kind of like off to the side so we can see the changes happening in real time. I do have this running, right? Yeah, I've got it running. Alright, so container, we'll do MX auto, I think should center it. I'm gonna get rid of this, let's see, wrapper. I guess I could just get rid of this and I'll get rid of the wrapper altogether because it doesn't matter. Container, okay, so I see container. Container. Oh, this is this actual guy here. Okay, no, so the outside is actually the container. So this is what we want to be the container, and we want MX auto. And I'm still not getting anything, and why is that? Because it's not. hot reloading. I'm wondering if it's got something to do with this client-only thing I got going on. I wonder if I have to refresh this. Maybe we can do something about that. Let's start adding the new one in here. Class equals container or MX auto test. Get anything? I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this isn't working. Yeah, the DOM's not even updating. Let's try and kill the process and start it over again. I wonder if something's not hot reloading like it should. Oh, how about because I'm on the actual website? That might have something to do with it. It redirected me back to fullstack.chat. That's what's going on. So I've actually got to change this to localhost 8080. Invalid redirect. You're on production, ride the lightning. Yeah, I am. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for stopping by, Ride the Lightning, by the way. Appreciate you hanging out here for a little bit. And I'm actually let me take a look at those environment variables, because I think I had thrown those in there because I was trying to push to production or something. Yeah, here's our login URL. So we want to do HTTPS localhost 888s, I think is what it is, or quad 8s. Localhost 8888. And that should be the Gridsom API URL. Redirect here should be not full stack chat. I need to find out what the URL encoded version of a colon is. All right, so I've got inside of my OAuth login URL. Here's the redirect here. I don't want to use this. I want to use localhost. I want to use localhost colon 8888, which is the URL for the local netlify environment, netlify. Since I changed my environment variables, I'm going to have to kill this and rerun it. I think 8888 is set up in Discord. Discord. I'll log into the portal and see what's up. See if I have that defined there, because that might very well be an issue. Localhost netlify functions me. Oh, yeah, this is HTTP, not HTTPS. Like that. And let's try one more time. Kill it, run it, try again. I need to definitely add a little bit of better error handling on this page, so this way, if for whatever reason you can't log in, it doesn't just load the page with nothing on it. So while that's doing its thing, let me check inside of my applications. Stop it. It's trying to get me to log back in. Damn it. Stack cannot find module. Oh, I got an npm install again. This music's a little more upbeat than I usually have on stream. I kind of like it. I just use a random channel to play music, royalty-free music in the background. And this is a little more upbeat than I'm used to, which is really nice. Diamond's back. Diamond is back. Discord developer portal. Let's try this again. Hold on one sec here again. I'm just logging in, and that is all. As I said earlier on in the stream, I have no idea what my passwords are, so I have to check Password Manager to find out what it is. So hopefully OBS has switched my scenes properly, otherwise I'm going to be giving away everything I know. Emerson.me. And it wants my two-factor token again. Okay, I'm signed in to the portal. And all I'm doing is I'm checking the OAuth URLs. Okay, so I don't have one for 8080. Here, I can switch back now. So what I'm doing here is, if you're ever working with OAuth, you need to have a redirect URI, which basically is where whatever login provider is going to send you after... Oh, sorry, I kicked my camera. Which is where your login provider is going to send you once it's done. So I didn't have localhost with 3/8 defined. All I had was the regular one, the 8080, which is what Gridsum runs on, but Netlify, with all of its environment, runs on 4/8. So I needed to add that one. So let's go ahead and save this. And now that should be a valid URL for me to log into. So let's go back to... The camera just went off again. I heard it that time. I heard the shutter click. What are you doing? Are you still loading? Oh, you're not loading at all. Okay, that's coming up now. Gonna give this a minute here to fire up. All right, we're up. Let's go. I'm gonna hit the main page again. All right, so we're at the main landing page. Let's go to me. Okay, I'm redirected to log in, and fuck. Why is it broke? HTTP. There we go. Okay, so let me go fix that in the environment variables. I had HTTPS localhost set as a redirect URI inside of only this link here, which I don't need to restart for this. So we'll authorize. Here's our login process. Something didn't like. Failed with status code 400. What failed? My functions, me. What's going on here? So what responded with the bad request? Code responded with the bad request. And the question is why? Process and Discord redirect URI. Oh, I'm betting this is because I can override this, I think, with this too, right? I think this overrides all local equals. I think this, if I put this in here, it'll override Netlify's environment variable. So our Discord redirect URI is the same as... Oh, wait, what is it? It would be http:// localhost 8080 Netlify. No. Hold on a second. It's this. This is what I need. I think that's what I need. Let's try this. Welcome to working with the Discord auth. This is pretty. This isn't a Discord thing. This is an OAuth thing. Having those environment variables set up correctly is what makes this whole thing more streamlined. But it takes, in my experience, it just takes a little while, or some good planning, which for some reason, when I start coding, like, I'm good at planning projects and stuff, but when it comes to coding, like, the best thing that I can do is just get in there and start ripping things apart. I don't know why, but I'm not good at planning coding projects, but I'm good at just getting in there and figuring out what needs to be done. So there's the code. That still failed with a 400. All right, I'm thinking we might call it at this point. Head back here. Okay, it's asking me to log in again. That's fine. Authorize. Cool. All right, it worked that time. That's great. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so let's start throwing some more. Let's start throwing some code on top of this guy. I'm gonna close that out. We're gonna head to the me component that I have to find here. And no, not that. And how are we gonna do this? We don't need this. It looks like styles are being applied. I don't need that extra test guy there. There's that container mx auto. Let's make this a card. I'm actually gonna head into our index.view, and we're going to grab one of these card component guys that we've created and bring it in here. Or at least one of these sections. I don't know. We're just going to try and make this thing look as close to the home as possible. Now we don't need this whole component. I guess we don't really need to have this guy separated yet. I'm just going to clear out everything inside of this, and let's just put test inside of here. Oh, that's weird looking. I can always justify center. Okay, so that looks a little bit nicer. It's a little weird that it's off to the side, but... Flex, probably we need to. Alright, let's throw another div inside of here. I guess we'll make this... here is our actual guy. Let's move in the profile header. Just going to copy and paste this inside of here. I just, out of curiosity, want to see what this looks like. Let's see what we'll find. I think Tailwind has some form stuff. Tailwind components, I think, is what I had used as a reference at some point. Let's look at forms. Just looking for something that kind of sticks out as being nice looking. I guess this right here looks pretty nice. Let's look and see what this other guy, this one on the right-hand side is what I'm interested in. Width full div, padding bottom, label for input. Let's paste this in here. Oh, there's a couple here. Okay, so there's multiple div rounded shadow. Let's just try pasting these in here and see what they look like. I guess you know what else I'm going to do is I'm going to take... I have a bunch of SAS that I have set up, but I also have it all inside of this me stuff. So we're just going to back this out so it's there instead, and that should clean up the way some of that stuff looks, but I'm not necessarily a fan of that per se. Let's bring in. There's also Meraki UI for Tailwind components. We might have to look at that if it's worth it. You know what? Let's just bring. I want to do. Can I make this whole thing W full? Let's do W like 1 out of 2. I think is probably closer to what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's looking better. I'll grab that other code in a little bit. Let's get all this stuff out of the container here. There's a profile header. Just paste that guy down there. Do we have an extra div somewhere? Pasted it all inside the profile header. That's why that looks so funky. Okay, so this needs to be a flex. This section actually does not need to be a flex. This needs to be the flex right here. There we go. But this definitely, I guess this does need to be a flex. Okay, all right. This is looking a little nicer. Let's modify these social things. I guess the whole thing we need a padding of, we'll do 8 just to bump it out a little bit. Okay, that's looking okay. And let's just get these going. I'm going to get rid of the notification roles because that's actually something I'm going to work on next week, is getting these roles all defined so people can do that. But let's steal some stuff from this Tailwinds component. No, hush. So here's an input field. Label for no value. Type text. ID is username. No, get rid of that. We want to set the name. Twitter. I'm just tweaking styles here. ID, I don't even know if I don't need the ID, and I don't care about having the ID, honestly. Save that. Let's see what that one guy looks like. There's Twitter. Okay, that looks kind of nice. It's a little bit on the wider side. Can I make this smaller? Width full? Width 1 out of 2, maybe? Why can't I type in it, though? Oh, I am typing. It's just, let's see. Can I auto my color font text black? There we go. I think it looks okay, huh? And we'll just V-model this thing too. V-model, for those of you who are not into the view world, is like binding a specific form element or something on the page to a data element. Down inside of the component itself, I've got this data element, these elements defined where I can hook into. So form info is used for how I'm binding these different text boxes into Vue's JavaScript portion of it, so this way I can send that data back to the server. Let's see, GitHub. and we'll make this V model is going to be GitHub as well. And GitHub, put that like that. And last thing we need is website. Website. Unless you want to parse out full URLs, I recommend a placeholder on that Twitter input. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. So, and I was considering going down the path of parsing out the whole URL and just getting the username itself. But yeah, I think that's a great idea. Thanks, Ride the Lightning. I appreciate it. I'm going to do the same thing for GitHub as well. How about EX? Morrison Dev, I'm actually a little bit different. EX. And website, let's do... I don't think I need a placeholder on that. All right, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff here, or at least we'll comment it out. Save that, and I'm missing something. Admitted value, let's see, has no matching end div tag. Don't. Missing a div somewhere. Here's the me footer. I think it's right below here. That was set already. I didn't put the V model here. Let's take a look at what those placeholders look like. So we can do @BrianMMDev and like this. Okay, cool. I like that. That works. All right, and I'm actually gonna bind this.
That is public flag to V model equals form data, form info. That is public, so that is now bound to is public. And I don't have anything special going on down here where I'm pulling that out. Yeah, I do. It is public. Response.photo.profile, that is public. And okay, so this is where we're loading the information. So that's going to load it if it comes from, this is going to load it if it comes from our API. And save, we're just sending form info, so that's fine. Honestly, I could do form info equals, we'll just do response updated.profile, so I don't have to parse this out every single time. Can you hear that or no? Hold on a sec. Is this by chance any better? Can't tell. I don't know if it's the mic or the music too.
Maybe? Is that better? I know I'm like way over time already, but the levels look better now. Alright, I'm gonna assume it looks good just from looking at the software. I really need a second screen in this basement. I really do. Complete. I could. I'm sorry, I yelled pretty loud. You want me to Morse code it to like yeah, through the whole stream? Does it sound okay now though? Yes. Okay. Cool. I see a yes. All right. I am sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. That's the first time that has ever happened to me. I've been doing this for a while now, and I've never had audio issues with it. My mic just freaks out, and it was straight up Streamlabs OBS. Like my mic is USB, so I can't imagine it was loose cable. Pull up Notepad and type the rest out. I like Ride the Lightning's suggestion. We can Morse code the code. Morse code code? Morse code code. How about that? All right, let's. I just want to finish up this piece here, right? So let's get a nice looking button in here. I see this edit button. That looks all right. I don't mind that. And thanks for what it's worth, everybody. I appreciate you sticking around through that. I mean, I can't imagine what that sounded like because I could see the levels all peaked in the software. I don't know. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around to see this thing to the end. All right, so the last thing I want to do is get rid of just get that button in there. So it's an href, but I think I can probably just steal the styles off of this. So let's see. Is there just a dash MT? Margin top? Text MD. Let's throw some class. Hold signs up like Looney Tunes cartoons. Hell yeah, man. Text. Let's just paste that in there and see what this looks like. Okay, I like that. That looks nice. Okay, I'm digging this so far. Let's update something. Let me update something and make sure that it comes back. So we'll just do https://brianmorrison.me. Save that. Funnel has one error. That was something totally different. Let me look at. So you update profile threw back a 200, but I don't like the fact that it. I don't like the fact that it didn't show anything. Let's just add a little bit extra logic in here, so this way, let's just add a little padding first. PT padding top. I'll throw 8 there just to bring this button down a little bit. Yep, just like that. That looks good. And we'll also do. Can I do a margin? I think I do margin top on a horizontal rule, right? Class equals top 4. Oh, it's gonna work. Yeah, okay. All right, that looks good. I like that. That looks a little cleaner. That line should probably be changed colors. That down there. Let's leave that like that. And I want to add some logic into this. This way, when we save, when it saves, it actually shows more than just. Let's see, let's just do save status. So saving status is going to be, there's nothing there now, but I'm going to do saving status, and we'll set this like that. So it's blank. They're not going to see anything there, which is okay. But inside of my save method, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say this dot saving status equals saving, and then let's try catch this whole thing. Try and catch. I'm not going to do any error logging now, but I can move all this stuff up into the try portion of our try catch block. Pop that over like that, and once this is done, let's do this saving status equals saved. Actually, you know what? I lied. Emoji time. Check. I probably would want to throw some animated icons in here, but that's not what I'm going to be doing right now. And then the last thing I want to do is under saving status saved, we'll do a set timeout. And I'm going to pass in a function here. I don't know the right way to reference the context, so I'm going to cheat and say const ctx equals this. And we'll do ctx dot saving status equals that after, say, like 3 seconds. Otherwise, we'll do saving status like that, and we'll console.error. Let's console.log error there. Console.log to error. I think I spelled it. I think I spelled it occurred. Error occurred. Lord, I can't talk. I don't know how to spell occurred. C-U-R... Oh, I did spell it right. Cool. Thank you, Google. So after that, then we'll basically clear out the status, and I can move this to one line. So after 3 seconds, so it's going to show that saving status for 3 seconds, and then it's going to clear it out. An error occurred. Pretty sure you can use this with a fat arrow function. I know specifically in Vue, if you're using arrow functions, you lose the context. That was something that tripped me up a lot when I was still figuring out how to use Vue. At least that's my experience, and I don't know if they fixed that, but I don't know. We'll just leave it there. Yeah, throw a bunch of red X's there. Let's see. Okay, so this status is saving, or error occurred. So okay, let's save this and let's try it again. We'll just throw that blog in there. So it did, after it reloaded, it did pull back the new website, which means it's saving. Okay, let's try and save one more time. Saving, checkbox. Went away. Cool, that logic's good. Let's test the broken logic. We'll just throw this in here. Throw boo like that, right? So now if I try and save this again, it says boom, an error occurred. Okay, I like that. That's good. I can do that. We can throw some better styling on that over the time, but all things considered, where's my me? There we go. I'm going to check to make my profile public. The reason why I'm setting profile public is because eventually those profiles are going to replace this here. And this, I can't push this out yet because I do want to clean this up and make it look nicer, but I want to start pulling, I want to set it up so it actually starts pulling all the public profiles as opposed to just rendering it from a JSON file. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to refresh this page to make sure public profile comes back and looks good. Oh, and it doesn't. Interesting. Why didn't that come back? Let's actually look at the network data. Oh, preserve log. It's not pulling it back. Why is it not saving it is the question, though. This.form info. Did I bind this to the wrong thing? Form info is public. Should work. Let's just console log it, see. I'm going to try and save one more time, but I'm going to console.log out this.form info. Console.log this.form info. I don't think I have the Vue tools installed on here. I probably should. It's capturing as public, but it's not. And is it saving it? Network, send, update profile. Let's see. Hold on one sec. I don't want to show my token on screen, and I don't know. Best setters, yeah, it shows the bearer token. So it's sending is public is fine. Oh well. It's showing it in the request. I want to check one more time. I just want to look at the function itself and see if it's pulling anything out, but I don't think it is. I think it's just saving the data. Oh, no shit, it is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is why. Inside of my update profile function, it's not... I should just do the body. It would be better to have some validation around this, but at the same time, this is totally a side project for me. And I don't want to have to deal with it, to be honest. I set the environment variable for this guy right? API URL is localhost. Okay, let's try this one more time. So I've got that. Let's go ahead and refresh this. I should get no checkbox. Now we'll checkbox. Now we'll save. Now I will refresh. Damn, still no checkbox. What did I do? Oh, here we go. Body. So it would have saved it on a new one, but it would not have saved it on an old one. All right, one more time. Refresh. We got nothing. Check a box. Hit save. It's saved. Refresh. Yeah! All right, checkbox is good. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sticking around through the audio issues to the end. I'm calling this for the time being, so this way we can do a little more work on responsiveness. First the mic, now the camera. Great, my camera's out. All right, camera should be back in a moment. So, geez, I've said this a couple times already. I just set up an SLR camera to get a better quality picture when doing this thing. The problem is the camera that I have, it stays on for 30 minutes and then it goes into sleep mode. So I have to press a button to wake it back up. There is a different kind of firmware I guess I can install on it, which fixes that issue. But this was the first stream I did it, and I was kind of worried I was going to run into issues. I'm sorry about the mic issues. I'm sorry about the camera issues. I'm usually not this all over the place and usually kicks off okay. So, but yeah, if you're interested in collaborating with me, best way to get in contact with me is either on Twitter, I'm at BrianMMDev, or you can join my Discord. Fullstack.chat is the URL. It's actually what we've been working on today. So you can go to fullstack.chat and join up there. I'll be back next week. I've got a new video that's dropping on Tuesday that's going to be all about how you can do how you can manage different environments with Node.js projects. So like, in this instance tonight, geez, I'm used to doing these at night. I'm still kind of getting used to doing these during the day. So for instance, what I'm going to cover next time is like, right now on the website we've been working locally. And then when I push this up into the public internet, like how does it handle those environments? So I'm going to create a video that covers all that stuff. It's going to be fun. I also will be live again next week. We'll be probably doing a little more work on the profiles. If I don't get a chance to finish that and wrap that up, we're probably gonna do some profile work and get the auto roll system set up for the Discord. So this way, specifically when a user passes level 5, they automatically get added to the active status. The active status is kind of like you're a core member of the community now. And that's I haven't done a giveaway in a while, but that was what it was mainly for. So when I did giveaways, only active contributors to the community are eligible. But there's some more stuff I've got planning that I want to use that for. So anyway, that's it. I'm going to check out for the day because I got some work to do before the end of the day. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by again, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.